Hi guys, back to another episode of Reviews and Previews. We're back for another week of Premier League action. We've seen a lot happen last week. A few interesting results here and there. Another few conscious, how do I say that? A few bad VAR decisions basically. And we also saw the Carabao Cup final. Arsenal obviously didn't play last week, but we had a few results. So, it was last month now as well, into March. It's the end of February. We had Southampton absolutely thrash Norwich 2-0. That's what I said on the predictions king, you know. Newcastle got another win against Brentford. What a win. Tottenham got a good win against Tottenham got a good 4-0 win against Leeds. Man United drew. That was funny. And Man City won with a 1-0 win over Everton, but that was not the story because obviously we've had the war in Ukraine at the minute, and all the players will come out, and all the other teams actually supporting Ukraine overall, which is good to see. And also the conscious decision as that was the handball by Rodri that somehow did not get given. That was ridiculous. And then on Sunday, West Ham also did well against Wolves by beating them 1-0 as well. A lot of 1-0s this week actually. Anyway, let's get into what happened with Newcastle, and it was a pretty simple 2-0 win in the end, because after Brentford lost their man, Josh De Silva, after the 11th minute, they were going to be playing for 80 minutes with 10 men, and you knew it was just going to happen on 33rd and 44th minute. We got 2 goals, Big Joe, the 2 Joes as I like to call them, Joe Linton, Big Joe and Joe Willock. Brilliant. Brilliant goal by Joe Willock on the counter-attack after Brentford left too many forward for the corner. Fab Shah on the counter-attack. Very good, very good. And also Ericsson came on, which is very good for him. Good to see him back in the Prem. But Joe Linton playing lovely at the minute, and him and Willock, our midfield is just playing too well. I was saying bring on Guimaraes, bring Guimaraes into the team, but he can't really start when the midfield's playing this well. He came on for like half an hour this time, but he's still doing a lot of game time. I think that was quite a defensive sub that he came on as well. So look at that. It's 26 shots from a Newcastle team. When would you ever see that? No way. Not in my lifetime. Yeah, he came on 64th minute for Murphy, so I was pretty defensive shove actually. Willock also came for the south, so I was just trying to shore it up at the end there. But, good 2-0 win, another clean sheet, another win, 3 points clearer from the drop zone, and yeah, we move. And the Carabao Cup final, obviously, just a 0-0 draw after 120 minutes, and then into penalties. It's all 11 players take their pens, and Kepa misses the final one after he come on in the for the shootout, especially. That is just fate. That was beautiful. I couldn't believe that happened. That was just perfect. It was written in the stars, that game. Liverpool winning the Carabao Cup again. So yeah, anyway, let's get straight into the predictions for this week, guys. We'll start off at Leicester v Leeds. I'm going to go Leicester 3, Leeds 1. I'm going to go Aston Villa 1, Southampton 2. Southampton on a brilliant vein of form at the minute. I'll go Burnley 0, Chelsea 3. Newcastle 2, Brighton 1. Norwich 0, Brentford. I think Brentford might edge it on. Norwich 0, Brentford 1. Wolves 1, Crystal Palace 1. Liverpool 3, West Ham 1. Watford 0, Arsenal 2. Arsenal actually playing this week, for the love of God, thank God. They've got a lot of games to catch up. The Manchester derby, I'm going to go Man City 2, Man United 0. And then Monday night, I'm going to go Tottenham 3, Everton 1 as well. Then we'll do the Thursday games as well. We've got a few rearranged fixtures again. Newcastle involved against Southampton. I can already click on it. That's weird. Can I? Oh, well. That was ages ago. Well, that game did get called off because of the COVID outbreak, and yeah. Now it's been rearranged, as you can see there. So on that Thursday, I've got 4 games. I'll go Norwich 1, Chelsea 3, Southampton 1, Newcastle 1. I think that could be a draw. Wolves 2, Watford 0, and Leeds 1, Aston Villa 2. So yeah, we'll start with. Who should we start? We'll start with Newcastle as they're playing Brighton. We'll talk about the midweek matches also. So yeah, this was this is quite another big game obviously, but Brighton are a bad vein of form. That's 3 losses in a row for them at the minute. They're still somehow 10th after they've drawn 12 times this season. I don't think they're playing that well at all. I mean, the amount of goals they scored, look at their goal difference, -5. It's not like, I know Newcastle -17, but for a team that's in the top half, you'd expect it to probably be like a bit better than that. They don't score many goals. Obviously, Brighton, as I've said, lost 3 in a row. They're not doing too well here. But also that man, Chris Wood, not doing too well. He's not scored a single goal for us yet, but maybe he can break his duck this week. You never know. Maybe that sometimes in the next 2 games. I'm going to predict. I reckon I'll put my money on it. Chris Wood will score in the next 2 games. I'm guaranteeing it. He must. He's going to have to. I reckon he will. I reckon he'll break his duck. St. Maximin's still out is a bit of a problem, we think. It's still yet to... Oh, gosh, that means he's probably not going to play. That's not good. Still got my second team for fantasy football. That's not good. Still no Callum Wilson and Trippier, obviously. But yeah, Brighton not playing well at the minute. They lost to Burnley 3-0 the other day. They lost to Villa 2-0 the other day. So yeah, they haven't scored in their last 3 as well, I think. So they are playing absolutely horrible. I think they will score in this one, but I'm gonna go 2-1 Newcastle. I think, yeah, obviously Brighton in 10th, but Newcastle are one of the form teams at the minute. Unbeaten in 7 now. Brighton have lost, I've said again, 3 in a row. So that can only really mean one thing, really, you'd think. But yeah, it's only an 8 points different there. So Newcastle, you never know, could break it back into that. I mean, they're quite far off. I mean, what are the Villa? Aston Villa. They're quite far off the top 13, obviously, but like 5 points doesn't seem like much, but it's still quite a lot. Obviously, got games in hand still over 3 of the teams above them. Especially Crystal Palace. And they've got the games in hand of the teams below them as well. So Newcastle, I don't think are looking down anymore. I think they're looking up. And that's a good thing to say. So yeah, the game against Southampton after could be interesting. I think that'll be a closer one. Southampton are playing incredibly well at the minute, to be fair. The way they played against Norwich the other day was brilliant. I mean, they didn't really finish them off right until the end, but they could have had like 5 or 6 on Friday, to be honest. They played incredibly well, to be fair to them. So yeah, I think that'll be a tighter game. Maybe St. Maximin could be back for that. You never know. So I think I'll say a little 1-1 for that one. It's going to be a close game. And let's go into Arsenal's game this week. They have one. They do have one against Watford, finally. I think it's going to be close, actually. I have bad feelings about this game sometimes. I've said 2 now. I think I might go 2-1, actually. I think I'll give Watford a goal, because at the minute, Watford 0-0 last time out against Man United. Not too bad, but they don't play well at home, Watford, do they? If you look at their games recently, they lost 4-1 to Palace midweek the other week. I mean, that was poor. But I always get a bad feeling when Arsenal go away to Vicarage Road. I know we haven't got a really bad record. When I remember it, I think we've lost them about twice in the last 3 attempts or something like that. But so we're not playing very well against them, is what I'm trying to say. So yeah, I think it's gonna be closer than what people may think. But obviously Smith Rowe could be back, which is good. We've got plenty of options now. Pepe's staking a claim for a start as well, off the bench again to score the other week. Lacazette playing well as well. He's our only main striker as well, so he's got to keep playing. And obviously Saka and Odegaard. It's really just down to that left wing position for me. And I think Pepe just is not really in Mikel Arteta's plans a lot. And yeah, I think he might start Martinelli, to be honest, again, because he probably doesn't want to throw Smith Rowe straight back in after he's been ill. But he has had over a week to recover, Smith Rowe, so he should be fine, obviously. But I think I'll go 2-1 Arsenal. I think this will be close. So I wouldn't be surprised if Arsenal lose, to be honest. I'm just saying it, putting it out there. I think Watford, you never know with them. They're one of those teams at the minute. But we'll go straight into the top scorers just to finish the video off. And Salah still up there with the other front 2 of Liverpool. Although Luis Diaz, maybe he'll climb up. The thing as well, with Vardy back in the business after getting a goal on his return against Burnley. So yeah, him and Sterling and Son, but all in joint fourth. And then Smith Rowe still tied up on 9 with lots of other players. No Newcastle players, unfortunately. Saka's up there with 7 though. The 2 young guns, Saka and Smith Rowe. And then Salah and all the Liverpool players are on top of the assist charts as well. This title race is going to go down to the wire. Not many Arsenal players in there. Lacazette, he just does it every time, doesn't he? He's an assist king. But yeah, obviously Man City win. Man City's win against Everton last week obviously widened the gap, but Liverpool again have that game in hand, which will be against Arsenal, so that could be interesting in a couple of weeks. And then at the bottom, it's looking bleak for Norwich and probably Watford. Burnley, not out of it, but they could have done with a draw against Leicester, really, but they didn't get that. I mean, Leeds in big trouble after they've Leeds sacked by Bielsa. Actually, that was something I haven't talked about. Yeah, they've hired Jesse Marsh, who's some American. I don't fancy their chances as an American. That's what I'll say. He didn't. I would not be that hopeful if I was a Leeds fan right now. Brentford as well on 27 games. They've only got 11 left. I mean, 24 points. I'm not sure if they. I think Brentford will be all right. Just about. I think Watford and Norwich definitely gone. But then it's between those four. I'd say. I think Newcastle have got themselves out of it now, but they can't take their foot off the gas season. And obviously for the top four fight. Arsenal maybe in 6th. They look at all the games in hand they've got over Man United and West Ham, and I know that doesn't mean points, but the way Arsenal are playing 3 wins in a row, they've just got to keep going and keep playing their football. But yeah, anyway, that's gonna probably do it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye, bye, bye.